Welcome to this video. This is the second of 3 sessions looking at addressing social norms in family planning programs. This video is created by the Women's Integrated Sexual Health Programme, known as WISH, which is the UK government's flagship sexual and reproductive health programme. In the first session, we defined social norms, and we identified norms which inhibit uptake of modern family planning. In this session, we review the approaches which effective norm-shifting programs share. Based on work from Georgetown University's Institute for Reproductive Health, these are the top 10 tips for effective social norms programming. Obviously, no single intervention can use all these approaches, but the more of them you include, the more successful you're likely to be. Seek community-level change. Aim to shift social expectations, not just individual attitudes and behaviours. For example, it's not enough to persuade young women that modern family planning is acceptable if their husbands or mothers-in-law don't agree. Engage people at multiple levels. This means addressing barriers at the individual, family, community, and policy levels. Correct misperceptions around harmful behaviours. Sometimes individuals engage in a harmful behaviour because they think these behaviours are more common than they are. In such cases, correcting misperceptions by revealing the actual positive norm can be effective. If young men wrongly believe that their peers don't allow their wives to use modern contraception, it may be effective to tell them that many couples do in fact use modern family planning. Root the desired change within the community's own cultural values. Don't criticise people's cultures or beliefs. It's more effective to show that the new behaviour supports the community's values. For example, birth spacing is better for a mother's health. Identify which reference groups are most influential. If parents and religious leaders are important influencers for decisions about family planning, programs need to engage these groups in addition to young people. Create safe spaces for critical reflection among community members. Sustained reflection, often in small groups, is important to identify the consequences of harmful norms and to change attitudes and behaviours. Confront power imbalances relating to gender and age. Young people seeking family planning services may face disapproval from service providers or parents, and these barriers will need to be addressed by the community. Promote the new norm through role models or opinion leaders. Testimonials from influential, respected individuals can promote the new behaviour and show how to put the new ideas into practice. These might be community leaders, social media influencers, or popular entertainers. Use organised diffusion, starting with critical reflection to change norms within a core group first. This group can then engage others to have a community-level impact. Finally, create positive new norms. It's common to focus on negative consequences of a behaviour, but this can reinforce that behaviour by making it seem more widespread than it really is. For example, instead of criticising men who don't engage in family planning discussions with their wives, show the benefits to couples who do engage in these conversations. Let's use the checklist provided to review your activities and see how many of the approaches you are using. First, list your activities in the column headings in the table. Place a cross against each of the approaches which your activity uses. You can pause the video while you do this exercise as a team. Did you identify any gaps in your programming? Could you strengthen your intervention or partner with others to address these gaps? You can also use this checklist in designing new programs or new interventions.